Let me ask you something. When sales slow down in your business, what's your first instinct? Do more? Change everything? Or do you actually stop and figure out what worked? Because if sales feel slow or stuck and you want to fix it now, not 6 months from now, you're probably looking in the wrong place. Most people do. They think the answer is work harder, post more, talk to more people. But let me ask you something else. How many hours did you work last week? 10, 20, 40, 60? And over the last few months, what's your revenue actually looked like? Flat, up and down, or completely unpredictable? And your pipeline, is it full? Or are you not even really sure what that means? Now think about this. I want you to picture a time in your business when sales just seemed to happen. Conversations were flowing. People were saying yes. Everything just worked. Now, if you want that to happen more often, and you think it comes from doing more, I want you to stop. Because consistent sales don't come from doing more alone. They come from something else entirely. And if you look where I'm about to tell you to look, and you ask one simple question, you can increase your sales consistency without working harder, posting more, or talking to more people. Hey, I learned this when I was on Wall Street. I was an investment banker on the loan syndications desk. And on paper, my team was doing everything right. We had deals, we had relationships, we were putting in the hours. But our results, they were all over the place. One month we'd crush it. The next month, not so much. And I couldn't figure out why. So I did what most people would do. I pushed harder, more calls, more outreach, more pressure on the team. And still, same result. Some months were great and others terrible. Then one day, my division head pulled me aside and he said, "Del, just stop. You're treating this like it's an activity problem." And I remember thinking, what are you talking about? Of course it's an activity problem. And he said, no, the problem isn't activity, it's misalignment between the 3 M's: message, marketing, and meaning. Message, what you're saying. Marketing, who you're saying it to. And meaning, how clearly they understand the value. And that's when it clicked. Sales don't become consistent when you do more. They become consistent when everything lines up. Message, marketing, meaning. When those are aligned, sales feel easy. When they're not, everything feels like a grind. And that's the part most people miss. When sales are going well, they don't stop and study it. They just keep going. But that's the moment you should stop and ask that one simple question. What's working? Because 9 times out of 10, nothing is actually broken. You just lost alignment. That's why sales slow down. Not because you're doing something wrong, but because you're not doing the same right thing consistently. So instead of asking, how do I sell more? Ask, what actually worked? And then ask, how do I do more of that? Because once you can answer that and repeat it, sales stop feeling random and start feeling predictable. Now, I'll ask you again, when your sales slow down, what's your instinct? Do more? Change everything? Or do you actually stop and figure out what worked?